Halloween Horror Nights starts this week, and I am geeking out about it. You cannot contain my excitement. We will be there next weekend, but I figured now would be the good time to go through my hype list. What I'm least excited for, what I'm most excited for. I'm gonna try and knock it out as fast as possible. Fast video, let's go. Also, I'm just kind of walking around my work complex. I try to do some walking every Monday at least at work, mostly to prepare for Halloween Horror Nights because I'm gonna be walking a country mile, but whew, it's hot today. But that's what I'm doing. I'm just walking around my work complex, trying to make content. Yeehaw. Okay, so number 10, the one I'm least excited for is gonna be the Insidious house. And it's I'm gonna tattle on myself. It's because I haven't seen the movie. I still have 2 weeks to see it, so that could change. But I mean, I just never really cared to see it. I don't know why, but yeah, haven't seen the movie. It's the only reason why it's low on my list, but I'm sure it's still gonna be spooky and fun. But number 10. Number 9 is gonna be the other IP, A Quiet Place. And I say that only because I don't think it's a strong IP for a Halloween Horror Nights house. It's not like your classic monster. They're saying it's gonna be like a choose your own adventure kind of thing too, to where it's like, if you're quiet, you'll have a different interaction with the house than if you're loud. I don't know, sounds kind of weird. Probably gonna be spooky still. Doesn't mean I'm not excited for it. It just means I'm the 9th most excited for it, so whatever. Number 8 is gonna be Triplets of Terror. This looks like your classic slasher. It's gonna be pretty cool. I hear it's very gory and it's gonna be pretty intense from the people who did like the behind the terror, whatever, behind the scenes thing. I don't remember what it's called. Should be good though. I love the original houses. Canonically, I've liked the original houses more than the IPs. So I've got high hopes for this one, but still at my number 8. All right, 7, Goblin's Feast. I think this is gonna be a fun one. I think it's gonna be really similar to Dueling Dragons from last year, just with like the atmosphere of the house. It seems like from the story that they kind of presented from Universal, that it's gonna be pretty goofy. Like the goblins are gonna try to eat us. I saw some of the designs that they did and they teased at one of the conventions earlier this year. And I think it's gonna be really fun and really wacky designs. Don't think it's gonna be too gory or anything, but it should be fun. 6th on my hype list is gonna be Major Sweets. The Scare Zone at Halloween Horror Nights 31 was my first ever Scare Zone that I really walked through and really took in, and I really enjoyed it. So I think this house is gonna be really cool. I like how they're building on the story of an original IP to like make it kind of have its own universe almost. It's got a new character named Taffy. We're probably gonna see Major Sweets and his wife again. I don't know. I think it's gonna be fun. I think all of these are gonna be fun, to be honest. I don't think there's gonna be a single bad house, but it'll be interesting to see the sets going through a candy factory with the zombified children or whatever coming after us for more candy. Shoot, give me some candy. I'll take it. 5th most excited, Monstros. The Monsters of Latin America. They crushed this house in Hollywood last year, and I thought it was amazing. And I don't think this is going to be an exact copy of the house last year. I think that would be really borderline kind of lazy if they did that, and I don't think that's their style. So I think it's going to be similar to the one last year, but not exactly the same. So it has potential to be awesome. Also, this is their cryptid house. Every year they seem to do a cryptid house, well, at least the past 2, and I always love the cryptid houses. I really enjoyed Chupacabra and Yeti, so now the Monsters of Latin America are coming in to apparently rip the spines out of people. So yeehaw, that's gonna be sick. Whew, I should have brought a water. Number 4, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. This house is gonna be really cool. I'm really excited for this house because I think it's going to be just like the movie, just overloading, full of fan service for anybody who likes the Ghostbusters. I think it's going to be freezing cold in there, which is going to be great being it's September. And in Florida, it's going to be still like 90 degrees outside at night. So the AC is going to be cooking. We're going to see Slimer. We're going to see the new Spooky Ghost. We're going to see throwbacks to like Dan Aykroyd and the originals. We're going to see the kids from the new one. Maybe Paul Rudd's in there. That would be cool. But I think it's going to have a lot of fun scares, a lot of really fun sets, and a lot of interesting pieces. That's going to make this house definitely the best of the IPs by like a lot. But I think it's going to be incredible. All right, top 3. Number 3 is going to be museum deadly exhibits. This one is going to be really cool, especially depending on how they do the museum part. Love a museum. Can't go wrong with any museum. You throw a museum in front of me, I will pay to go in. I go to museums here all the time, so it's going to be cool to see one turned into a haunted house. Especially with, I don't know how they're going to do it with like the corrupted stone and it's corrupting and corroding and this, that, and the other. I don't know what it's going to look like with the creatures or the staff or the monsters or however. I don't even know how people are going to be dying in this thing. But I get to walk through a museum that's spooky, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Really excited to see the set for this one. Number 2, Slaughter Cinema. This one was sitting at my number 1 spot for the longest time. I'm really excited. I love going to movies. I love scary movies. I think going through and hitting all the little small random sets tied together is a really fun way for them to test out new ideas and like stuff that you can't do for full houses, which makes them even more ridiculous. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun, which I wonder how many times I've said fun in this video right now. Probably too many times. But second most excited, it's going to be incredible. Can't wait to see what they use it for to make spin-off houses in the future. Of course, that leaves number 1, the house I'm most hyped for, most excited for, Universal Monsters Eternal Bloodlines. This is going to be awesome. The last 2 years, at least for me, the Monsters house has been incredible. Like, always is one of the better houses. So I have a feeling this one's going to be right up there with the other ones. It's going to be incredible. And you got Van Helsing, Dracula, Wolfman, Bride of Frankenstein. Oh God, and who else? Who knows who else? I mean, they can have everybody in there. I think it's going to be gory. I think it's going to be violent. I think the scares are going to be really good in it. I'm just genuinely really excited for that one to see how it turns out. And I think it's going to end up being one of the better houses, if not the best house of the year, just like the other Monsters houses. Well, that's my hype list. What does your hype list look like? What are you most excited for, least excited for? Do you think this is going to be a good year for Halloween Horror Nights? Some people say it's not. I personally think it's going to be awesome, just like every other year. But we won't know until we go, which, if you get to go opening weekend, you're pretty cool. I personally don't. I don't live in Florida. But I do get to go the second weekend, which is not as cool, but still pretty dang cool. So please like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Just let me know you watched it. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for checking this out, and we'll see you in the fog. Goodbye.